Okay guys, this is a battle I had with the person that was participating in my giveaway. He wanted to battle me, so I accepted, of course. And this is the battle I had with him, using a team that y'all haven't seen before, but I've shown, kinda. So he didn't know what team I was gonna use, even if he saw my past videos, because I haven't used this team. But anyway, let's get the battle started. He wanted to do singles and no Ubers or no legends and new what was it, megas. So I went with my rain team, which has neither of it. He lead with his Porygon Z, which fortunately had download instead of adaptability, because that would have been a lot worse. He goes for a tri attack on Feral Thorn. Even though he has low special defense, it didn't change. It didn't do that much damage. I don't know why I decided to go with Worry-C here. It wasn't anything. He didn't have adaptability, so it wasn't that bad. And well, anyways, next he goes for his single beam, and I decided to set up my rocks here. Just have my hazard up. He goes for another tri attack, and it does good damage. I guess is getting me to the yellow, but it paralyzes me, so that really sucks. I go for a power whip to see how much damage that does. And it does good damage. It's really good damage. Put him at about half, but that berry brought him back into the green. His citrus berry. He goes for another tri attack. I live it, so that's good. And good thing I didn't get paralyzed here. That way I could use my explosion to take him out, since I didn't feel like just keep going with not Worry-C, the whip move. I forgot what that was. Power whip. So I wanted to take him out, which sucks, because I really like Porygon Z, one of my favorites. He goes into his Talonflame here, and I go into my Scrafty next, just because I didn't need to set up the rain for Scrafty. But now I know he has a super effectiveness on me, so I decided to switch after he takes his Stealth Wax damage, taking him way down there, get him half health. I go into my Politoed, that I can set up my rain, like I wasn't planning to do, but he went to Talonflame and I didn't want to get hit by a super effective move. Anyways, he goes for Fly here, and I go for Protect, since you can't hit me with that, like that. So his Fly fails since I protected myself, and he goes for another Fly, so I'm like, oh, whatever, might as well just let him go for it. And I go for a Scald, but I miss, because apparently I'm faster than him. So he gets this Fly off, doesn't do that much damage. I go for a Scald, finishes off the Talonflame easy with that super effectiveness on him, and he is already at half health. He goes into his Malmar, and I saw this whenever I was looking at his team, I saw it could be a threat because of it being Psychic type and Dark type, or mostly because of it being Psychic type. I go into Jellicent here, because I wasn't sure if he'll be able to take out my, what's it called, my Politoed, and he goes for a superpower, which is actually good because it can affect me. But then that Night Slash hits me with super effectiveness, and I get my raises from my weakness policy that I actually forgot about during the battle. So I saw it and I was like, oh, well, might as well switch back. Not thinking about me getting my weakness policy activated, raising my attack and special attack stats, which could have helped a lot there. He goes for another Night Slash. I was thinking probably still gonna take that, which he does. Plus that burn, of course. Well, of course he had that burn, so I don't know how much big a difference that made. He goes for another superpower here, and it still doesn't do that much damage, but he does get his attack raises and defense raises because of his contrary ability. I go for Scald and it finishes them all, so I could have just did that from the beginning, I guess. I was expecting it to not do that much damage. My rain sadly goes away, and he sends in his Gorgeist, which I saw as another threat since being grass type. His Frisk showed that I had a damper off on me, and I decided to stay in just to see how much if I would live or not, and use that Icy when he gets super effectiveness on him. It does pretty good damage, taking a half health after the Stealth Rock though, and dropped his speed, but I didn't want to get taken out, and I wanted to set up my rain again. So I went back into Jellicent. I was pretty sure Jellicent was going to die from the super effectiveness, but actually he doesn't. He lives with red health. He just barely hung in there. Unfortunately, I was faster than him, so I was able to take out his Gourgeist without having to send in Politoed again for me to set up my rain. In comes his Glaceon. I decided to keep Jellicent in just because he had low health already, so it didn't matter if he got taken out, kind of. And he actually is faster than me, and he had Shadow Ball, so it took me out. But he probably could have used another move, actually. I'm pretty sure any move he used would have taken out Jellicent there. Me having low health, I actually was going for a recover there, but it doesn't matter now because he outsped me. I went for Politoed again, set up my rain, and he goes for Ice Shard, so he outspeeds me. It almost takes me out, but not quite enough. Doesn't do enough damage there. I go for a Skull just to get some damage off on him. It actually does really good damage and gets a burn, so that's really good there for me getting the burn on him and getting good damage on him. I decided to take back out Politoed, that way he could live one more attack since he was most likely to go for another Ice Shard, and I go into my Kingdra here. And he actually went for an Ice Beam, so I probably would have outsped him. And that Ice Beam hits my Kingdra pretty hard since Kingdra doesn't have the best defensive stats. But I go for a Skull here since I know I'm faster than him. And I finish off the Glaceon. The next thing he goes into is a Dragondale, which I actually forgot about. But I have my Kingdra has a Swift Swim ability, and it's holding a Life Orb if you couldn't tell. So my Draco Meteor is gonna hit him pretty hard with Stab and that Life Orb damage. So I am able to take out his Dragondale in one hit after the Stealth Rock damage, but probably would have took him out without the Stealth Rock damage, to be honest. I think, at least. So I take my Life Orb damage, and that ends the battle. It was a pretty good battle, actually. We both had all shiny teams. I know that's what he really wanted to do. I felt bad taking out his Porygon Z because I love that Pokemon so very much, even though it hasn't been in any of my past videos or battles lately. But who knows, maybe it'll make a return. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe and comment. I guess if you want, you can leave your friend code below, and if you want to challenge me to a battle, and I'll gladly accept it and put it up. Or if you want me to put it up, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Alright, I'll see you guys next time on my next battle or my next video. Alright.